Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In this video today, we'll be setting up our virtual machine for any sort of thing we will be doing with it. So, let's get started. So, you have a few options here. You can go into settings and edit yourself. And by the way, there's pre-installed applications. Or two, you can just go into Firefox or Chrome when you have Firefox and to do this. So I'm going to open this. And then I'm also having my settings opened. I'm just going to turn on the volume just because I won't play anything. Appearance. Well, this isn't a setup, but I'm just going to... Okay, sure, that looks cool. Okay. But terminal, this is your terminal. You can do this, but if I do root, capitals are on root. Okay, but if you want to get into your root directory, this is what you do. Type in sudo su. It'll let you when you have to type in your password. And you're now in root. Now, I'm going to do a simple command, so sudo apt-update. No, sudo apt-get update. And that should run. And if you see my Chromebook tutorials, everything you install is either in .deb, because sure this is Ubuntu, which meaning it's not Debian Linux, but it's still similar, so that's why you should use .deb. You can also use some other things, but I will not be getting into the directories and how you install apps. Sure, there's a Ubuntu software thing, but I will not be using that. So in this episode, I'm going to be installing Visual Studio Code on here and trying to run a server or some sort of application on here. If you can also use, in the last episode, when you went on the Ubuntu page, you could also choose a what's it called? A different ISO called Ubuntu server. If you want to make your own VPS, virtual private server, that's on your computer, you can do that by just setting it up. I will do that in the next episode, part 3, so yeah, stay tuned. So while it does that, I'll head into Firefox web browser. And also, if you're wondering how to make it run very smoothly like this, you can just, oh, it finished. Clear. But if you want to make it run smoothly, first minimize this. Go into your settings. System. No. Display. But you should turn up your graphics or your right here system base memory. You should put up your memory. So I'm pretty sure this is 4 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, this is 4 gigabytes of RAM. It says right here. And I believe this is 8 gigabytes of RAM, but yes. Now Firefox Mozilla Firefox is now Firefox is on, and you'll hit OK, got it. Okay, so this is kind of slow, but I think you can get it. So let's install Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code. It is running. Might as well install Python through our command terminal. Sudo apt-get install python -pip. There's a chance this might work, I don't remember. I might need to refer to my documents. Why? I saw Python 2 somewhere, so hopefully it's not installing Python 2 or not Python 3. So, yeah. Right now, this is just setting up your Ubuntu virtual machine. It's getting a bit laggy. 4 gigabytes of memory is not allowed, just so you know. But it's good enough to help me learn some stuff. I'm pretty sure I gave this virtual machine 50 gigabytes. I don't remember, but this computer has lots of space, so I'll give it as much space as it will need. Okay, Firefox, so you can choose the first link. Okay, I hope this finishes quickly because this is really slow. I'll also show you how to install a really awesome or good sort of application called Webman. It's basically an administrating thing where you can manage your files and stuff online or wherever you go. So I'll also do that to show you that in the next episode because it's gonna be more efficient in that. So you will hit .deb and then it should install. Hope one of them finish quickly because I'm okay. While this installs, we'll check back here. And while Python has lots of files. Okay, so we're going to open this with software install and hit open. Software install will probably automatically install this for us, so let's wait for that. If you see this is not a problem. This is part of your VirtualBox, and if you press X, whatever notification it is, it will not appear. I'm also working on this new project for my YouTube channel, and I will post sneak peeks in end of the video. Oh, Python is finished installing, so we'll just clear and close that. Oh, okay. So sudo that. Okay. The running process should be just the root, but you can close it. Hopefully, I don't think any problems will occur. And then you can minimize Firefox. Now, if we go to our files, it should open, or you can go through home. The thing I like about this is it's basically just Windows, but Linux, and probably more efficient. So if I go to download, you see this. Right click and press open with Archive Manager. This doesn't work if you can just double click or right click. Yeah, if it does this, this is what you should do. So you can right click this, properties, and if permissions, and then allow executing file as a program. This will allow you to double click it to run this. Okay, it is not doing that as expected, sadly, but I'll just select this again. I have to clean this up because now I'm using too much space on RAM. I might also check how much space I've used on the server. Okay, this is taking a bit, but I'm sure it will work. Okay, so now it's got its details. You just hit install and it will install. I'll have to type in my password. By the way, if anybody gets a hold of your virtual machine and knows your password, they can install pretty much weird stuff and end up getting your IP of your real computer. So that's why you must keep it secure and safe. It's not guaranteed it can happen, but they can install malware or virus on your virtual machine. Because how your virtual machine gets its own IP address is that it connects to your router, like I said. That's why we selected bridge adapter. It'll connect to your Wi-Fi or router. And basically, your router will give it its own IP address. So it'll have the same start as your own IP in your own computer, but then it'll have its own details. So like random numbers like 1777. Yeah, good. So does Visual Studio Code has installed. So you can close this, and you can look for the file and show applications. And Visual Studio Code has successfully been installed. I will do a quick setup with you, and then I will end the video here. Visual Studio Code is opening. I also want to try figuring out a way to get the view full screen, so when I press this, it'll be like that, because it's kind of irritating having a small window. Okay, so now it has started, so we're just gonna hit text file. It's very slow. I might give it more gigabytes of RAM, but for now this is just an example. So we'll just do like a print hello control S. Then it'll prompt you to save it somewhere. We'll just name it test for hello world.py in our home directory, or actually our desktop. We'll hit save, and then we'll install this. It's not really important, but we'll install it anyways. And I almost hit this. I meant to hit this, so you can go here, you'll see hello world.py. I'll hit properties, and if we want to run this, we can run it. So we could just go to permissions and execute, allow executing file as program. We'll hit the checkbox, we'll hit X. We'll just look at Visual Studio Code one last time to see if it's installed. We don't need it though, so we'll just double click and see what it gives us. Okay, instead it just opened it in a text file. Okay. Properties. There's a chance I might allow executing files program. Okay, we'll just go in our terminal in that case. Not our Visual Studio Code terminal, but like our terminal here. Just run it here, since it might not Visual Studio Code still new, so it may not have permission in our Ubuntu server or virtual machine. So we'll just look at our directory ls. We're just gonna cd into desktop. We'll hit enter, we'll clear. Now we'll just, now that we're in desktop, we can just do ls one last time to see if we have our Python file. Then we'll just do Python 3 to check if we have it. So we have it. Python 3 hello world.py, and it has printed hello. This is the end of our part 2 of our how to install a virtual machine on your computer. Next episode we will use a virtual machine server. That will be our server for other stuff. So bye.